Hello, Mike Joseph here. I want to talk to you today about Havana Syndrome. And I feel like I'm an expert on this topic. Not really, but I feel like I can talk about it because I've been targeted over 3,600 plus times in the last almost 8 months, which I guarantee you is some kind of a record. Anyways, here we go. Let's talk about what the Wikipedia article says about the symptoms reported by these diplomats who've experienced so-called Havana Syndrome. I'm going to go real quick here, hopefully. The perceived onset of neurological symptoms associated with a perceived localized loud sounds such as screeching, chirping, clicking, or piercing noises. I've never had that. 2/3 reported visual disturbances such as blurred vision. Okay, yes, I've had that. I continue to have that on and off. And sensitivity to light? No. More than half reported intense pressure or vibration in the head, no. Ear pain? No. Diffuse head pain? No. And cognitive problems such as forgetfulness and poor concentration? For me, no. For the most part, I would just say short-term memory issues. Tinnitus, no. Hearing loss, yes. Not significant, but I can tell because I'm constantly having to ask people to repeat what they said. But anyways, dizziness, unsteady gait, no. Some affected individuals reported chronic symptoms that last for months, such as balance and cognitive problems, insomnia, and headaches. I've already mentioned cognitive problems, no, except for the forgetfulness, the short-term memory problems, and then insomnia, never had that, and headaches, never had that. Okay, so let's talk now about the actual symptoms as I experienced them as they came to pass starting around 8 months ago, almost 8 months ago. So one of the first things I noticed was I was starting getting a runny nose out of the blue for no reason. Nose would just start running, like a lot, it's like, and you would like, whoa, I need a tissue, like immediately. You wouldn't be able to find one in time. Blurred vision, that was the second thing I noticed that started happening right away. So these I would imagine are symptoms, or your skull, your head is being targeted. Say with microwaves, for example. Number 3 I have here is skin elasticity. So in the face and hands, I noticed it immediately that it was like, it's like sort of like when you're dehydrated, your skin just doesn't snap back into place like immediately. So I started having a lot of that. That persists still to this day. Numbness in this part of my chest right here on my right. This is my right side. And it would be like a numbness and a tingling sensation. So if you're targeting your torso, I don't know if they specifically choose a side that is quote unquote safer, that's not necessarily going to give you a heart attack. Maybe that's why they choose the right side. I don't know. I'm just speculating. But then some weeks after that, I would start getting a corresponding pain or numbness, tingling in the back, directly in the exact same area, but opposite in the back. Okay, number 5, or let me see where we at. Yeah, number 5, or number 6. These are not quite in order. So I think there was like a massive weight loss and muscle mass, not fat. And so I experienced in about 4.5 months or so, I lost 75 pounds of muscle mass. And the doctors I went to, stone cold liars, because they wouldn't even document it. They acted like I never even said anything. And so if you want to talk about why I go into this whole deep state thing and how this is like an organized crime thing, like, quite frankly, it's basically nothing short of organized criminal conspiracy, because it's crossing state lines. That must mean it's being directed by really higher up agency. This is not local. This is because it's crossed like 4 state lines plus Washington D.C. So that's 5 if you count that as a state, whatever you want to call it, a district. But anyways, excuse me. So, and then number 6, I started getting numbness in the ball of my right foot. And then eventually that turned into mostly kind of the bottom of it, the underside, not the top. And I'm starting to run out of things that I wrote down here. Some things I'm not going to talk about on this bus that I'm on. I'm on a bus. You can see it's full of people. And I'm going to cut this short now because I'm getting close to 5 minutes. I will say that I had one strange thing happen like almost a week ago. I'll just put that in the comments. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.